Blowing, yes. Something that we would give definitely our lives for. That is why someone comes forward and says, what are the qualities of Khadim al-Hussain? Someone who wants to serve Abu Abdullah. What characteristics should they have? Yes. What features should they possess? These are very important. Number one, they should do it for the sake of Allah and Allah alone. Ikhlas is of the utmost importance. They dedicate all their services of Imam al-Hussain for the sake of the Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't want the showing off. They don't do the video clips for views on YouTube. They're not looking for the likes and the recognition on social media, but rather everything is for the pleasure of the Almighty subhanahu wa ta'ala. Khadim al-Hussain is mukhlas lillah. Number one. Number two, humility. They must be mutawadha. If you want to be of Khuddam al-Hussain, you have to express humility. Yes, the fourth holy Imam, when he would serve people, yes, in Hajj, on the journey to Hajj, you've heard, yes, he would not want to be known. The moment he's discovered, he moves to another caravan, another group, yes. In other words, you mustn't in any shape or form feel a sense of arrogance over those that you are helping, over those that you are assisting. Number three, you must be an individual who forgives and is patient. Because people may insult you, may say things against you. People may injure you. Yes, in different shapes and form. Very quickly, a story in this regard. There was an individual who has a mawkib in Iraq today. Yes, a mawkib, and he has sons. So every year he distributes the task to his sons. So one of his sons, and that year, got the task of making tea throughout the whole days of Arba'in. Your task is to do tea. So the son said, that's the khidmah of Hussain. Every year, on the eve of Ashura, he takes his sons and he goes to whom? Goes to Abu Abdullah. And in that shrine, they ask, they say, Ya Hussain, we beg you to intercede to Allah to make us continue serving you next year. Please, this coming Arba'in, whatever happens. Because we are afraid this is taken away. وَلَا تَسْتَبْدِلْ بِي غَيْرِي. Yes, this is a dua in the months of Ramadan. Allah can change the khadama of Hussain. He take it away from you and gives it to someone else. So they're begging, please, please, please. Every year they do this. This young man said, in one particular year, I was serving tea, and I noticed an elderly man shouting at someone, being abusive against someone. So I felt a bit upset. Why are you shouting at him? In my mind, I thought. So somehow, subconsciously, I didn't offer him tea. I moved, and I gave tea to the other person. He said, that elderly man looked at me and spat in my face and insulted me. He said, I wiped it off, and I didn't do anything. But I was ashamed of myself. Why would I not give chai to one of the zuwar of Abu Abdullah, even if he was rude? He said, I became fearful. I said, because of this, Allah is going to take away the khidmah of Abu Abdullah. Maybe He will take it away. He said, I was having sleepless nights until it was the time for us to go to Abu Abdullah. That night was most difficult. I begged him. I cried. I said, Ya Hussain, I'm so sorry. Please allow me to serve you. He said, the next morning, I was in the mawkib and my father, I saw him speaking to that elderly man who had come. I said, that's it. He's complaining. He's saying that the boy of yours did not serve me tea. He is this, this, and this. He said, when I looked at him, I said, that's it. It's the end. He said, they called me. My father looked at me and said, from this day, you're no longer making tea. You are in charge of the mawkib entirely. I said, what happened? The man who's next to him, the elderly, began to cry. He said that in my dream, I saw Amir al-Mu'mineen. And he said to me, how dare you spit on the face of Khadim of my son Hussain? Go and apologize to him now. Yes. Look at the status of an individual. If you are humble, if you're willing to forgive, that is of the excellence. Yes. Similarly, adherence. In other words, persistence, year after year, not just 1 year, not just one off. Somebody who's continuous, somebody who continues to struggle, yes, gives it the best as much as possible, yes. And I leave you with this narration from whom? From the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam. لو كان السخاء رجلا لكان الحسين. If generosity was a human being, it would have been Hussain ibn Ali. Yes. Allahu Akbar. Yes, that's why in Dua Arafah, Imam himself says to us, be like those who serve me, because I am somebody who served Allah. Allahumma faj'anni ilayka bi khidmatin tusiluni ilayk. Ya Allah, make me of those who is a khadim, who is a servant. Final point that we must discuss is, how can I serve him? What are the ways in which I can be Khadim al-Hussein? Of course, there's the traditional ways.